Find out how you can lose weight just by sleeping a little more. Hello, my kings and queens. Hello, my lords and ladies. My name is Michael here at your service. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to thank you for watching last week's video regarding obesity and how to lose weight just by drinking a little more water if you didn't get to tune in last week. And today on Build a Better Body, we're going to be talking about how to build up a better body, specifically how to build up a healthier body through sleep, and how sleep causes weight loss. So, Albert Einstein once said, we cannot solve problems with the same level of thinking we used when we created them. The scriptures say that my people perish for a lack of knowledge. So the intent of Build a Better Body today is to deliver the knowledge and the information necessary for you to give yourselves the royal treatment that you deserve as kings and queens, as children of the Most High God, the King of Kings.
In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves.
Now, the scripture says that it is vain to rise up early and to go to sleep late, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives sleep to his beloved. In America and in industrialized societies, according to Dr. E. Van Carter, a sleep scientist at the University of Chicago, she says that 1/3 of most people in industrialized nations sleep 5 to 6 or less hours each and every single day. Now, what that means, when Dr. Van Carter did an experiment, she discovered that when people sleep less, they actually increase the amount of ghrelin and they decrease the amount of leptin that circulates all over their bloodstream. They also increase the amount of endocannabinoids. Now, leptin is the hormone in your body that says I'm full. When that goes down, you feel less full. Ghrelin is the hormone in your body that says I'm hungry. When that goes up, you feel more hungry. Endocannabinoids is like cannabis or weed, and that's associated to the munchies, right? So you actually feel less full when you sleep 4 to 5 hours each day. You feel less full, you feel more hungry, and your body tells yourself that we need to eat. Now, does feeling hungry actually mean eating more? Well, she did another experiment with the same group of people. She had them sleep 8 hours one night for a week, and then 4 hours and a half another night for a week. And what she discovered is each day they had experiments done that calculated how much food they actually consumed, and they measured the calories. And after measuring the calories, they found that each day the participants of this study, who were healthy, normal-sized, not overweight individuals, they discovered that each of them ate 300 extra calories each day. Now, what that amounts to is 70,000 calories a year. And if you convert it over to pounds, that's about 10 to 15 pounds in a year. For the average person who has a long week working maybe 50, 60 hours, not getting enough sleep like you or I, not prioritizing the amount of sleep that we need. You can resonate why you, from the beginning of college, you start packing on pounds. As time goes on, you continue to pack on pounds, and you don't know why. So they took an unhealthy group of people who were overweight, and they allowed them to go on a a calorie restriction diet where they didn't eat anything that they wanted. They didn't eat as much as they wanted. They actually pulled back how much they were eating and implemented a not so intense exercise regimen. And what they discovered is when they looked at the two groups after the allotted amount of time, they found that when they reduced the amount of calories for each group, they both experienced weight loss. But what was interesting is 70% of the weight loss that was experienced in the people that slept 5 hours or less occurred not in fat, but in the muscle, the lean muscle. And then when they did the same thing, reduce the amount of food, reduce the amount of calorie intake, to the group of people who slept 8 hours or more, they experienced 50% of the weight loss in the fat. And that proved that for some reason, the body, whenever we're not sleeping right, wants to retain fat in the love handles. What we recognize is that fat actually stores more energy than muscle or sugar. So what's happening? Well, people would think that you sleep to conserve large amounts of energy, but that's not the truth. This book actually says that when people don't go to sleep at all for a 24-hour period, they only burn an extra 143 calories. That doesn't amount to 300 calories a day. So what's happening? Well, the brain is the boss. When the brain hasn't gone through a night of sleep, hasn't allowed itself to be cleansed, hasn't put itself in a position to engage the day with clarity, it ends up moving very inefficiently. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Last week we talked about how water is the primary energy source when it comes to generating electricity in your brain like a generator. And sugar plays as a backup. Sugar augments. Sugar helps. Yeah, it's like Robin to Batman. So in a sleep-deprived and a water-deprived society where we don't know if we're hungry or thirsty, we treat our thirst with food. And when we treat our thirst with food, we can't take in complex carbs. We need to take in simple carbs. So people are actually more attracted to sweets and sugars and quick fixes because it allows glucose to be injected into the brain a little bit quicker, which has now become the dominant resource in the brain because we're dehydrated. You see the connection? So the way to store up a large amount of sugar in the body isn't just through glycogen in the liver. We can only hold so much. We can actually hold more energy in our fat throughout the body when we haven't put our bodies in a position where it's able to perform. So the encouragement for you today, according to the scripture, is to give yourselves the royal treatment of sleep that you deserve, because he gives sleep to his beloved. It is vain to rise up early and to go to sleep late, eating the bread of anxious toil. So give yourselves the royal treatment of sleep, and if this information was useful to you, and you can think of one person who would also benefit from giving themselves the royal treatment that they deserve, and to know why they need to give themselves this treatment, to know how they can give themselves this treatment, I invite you to share this video with someone else that you love, someone else that you regard as royalty. Remember, we can't solve problems with the same level of thinking we used when we created. So thank you for watching. Remember to tune in next episode of Build a Better Body.